Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Today we're going to play Napoleon Total War. The Battle of Waterloo on very hard difficulty. Let us begin. Let's see the historical context.
A Russian winter. Only a widow's heart is colder. Soldiers died in the saddle. Their horses died beneath them. The Grand Army died. The vultures gathered. Our enemies formed the Sixth Coalition, the Sixth, against Napoleon, against one man. We fought. It was not enough. In April 1814, Napoleon renounced the throne. Time seemed to stop. Tiny Elba was to be his island empire. He stayed 10 months. In spring 1815, Napoleon came home. He had no choice but to march on Paris. The worthless Bourbon king fled. Destiny awoke. Europe turned against us. Napoleon was an enemy and disturber of the tranquility of the world. War was forced on us. The emperor made his plans. Go north, destroy the British and the Prussians separately before they could meet. It would work. It had to work. The British made their stands on the Brussels road, Waterloo. French cannons and bayonets would carry the day. Then it began to rain. Napoleon had wanted dry ground. He could not maneuver his artillery in the mud. On that June morning, Napoleon spoke to us. This day will decide the destiny of Europe. This day is everything. If we lose, we have nothing. Once again, the cannons would speak.
June 18th, 1815. This will be Wellington's final encounter with me. Having chosen his field of battle, the British will need to make use of their farmhouses. But Hougomont on my far left will be mine by nightfall. In my center, La Haye Sainte currently lies in the hands of the ill-equipped Allied Dutch. And on my extreme right, Papelotte. This is an excellent base from which to mount an attack on the British. Wellington's main army, however, occupies the northern part of the plains of Mont-Saint-Jean, laying in wait behind a sunken lane. This gives him a strategic advantage over me, and I will need to take some care when ordering an attack there. I have sent Grouchy to pursue the Prussians. He must hound them. But will he send word? Grouchy, he tries my patience.
Alright, let us begin now. Well, first of all, I can tell you, Grouchy will not come. We'll have to destroy the Prussians ourselves. But first, let us send, here we have Napoleon, our emperor. First, I want to send at least 2 infantry to the forest here, where there are Nassau Jägers, which are actually German mercenaries or German soldiers in the British Army. So we're going to destroy them early on in the game, otherwise they'll make problems. Now, well, after they got that order, I want to get this artillery to bombard Hougomont, or whatever it's called. But I don't want to get them into the crossfire, so I'm going to let them walk around the crossfire, so to speak. So now let me take a bit of an army and send it to the extreme right, where the Prussians will come. Here, more or less, Blücher and his cavalry and his infantry and his artillery, he also has artillery, will come here, and if they meet with the British, we're doomed. They will destroy us. So let us send Michael Ney as well, Marshal Ney. Okay, let us begin.
Préparez-vous à vous battre.
Artillerie légère à cheval.
Infanterie, au rapport. Oui, monsieur. Oui, monsieur. La jeune garde est prête.
I'm gonna pull these back so that they don't get bombarded.
À vos ordres. Immédiatement.
And now, well, we're gonna have to watch out. Alright, these are pulled back, and, well, let's see how these two will do.
Le canon est prêt, monsieur.
Alright, I hope they're gonna bombard the right targets and do as much damage as possible, because we cannot move them away, unfortunately. These two artilleries are stuck in the mud. Alright,
Ordre de groupe.
let's see where the Nassau Jägers are. They must... oh, I see them. Where are they? Alright. I think I'm gonna send them a bit further to the front so that they get into range, but not as far as to, well, be targeted by the Hugomont forces. Alright, so these Germans here trying to get ready, but we're gonna destroy them. I'm gonna improve this line a little bit. But first let me send the artillery over here. We're gonna bombard this house there. And it's gonna force the British out. I hope it's gonna work, but it's not guaranteed. It might be that the Prussians arrive before we destroy the house. It's actually guaranteed that the Prussians will arrive. And once the Prussian arrives, well, action is gonna go pretty fast from there on. As I said here, I want to get rid of this double line and start firing with the full capacity of the Imperial Army. I think that's my young guard, isn't it? Yeah. Oh no, it's Line Fusilier. Alright. Fusiliers, I don't know how to speak it. I'm not good at French. Alright, let me put my cavalry over there in case the Prussians come too early. I don't want to get them into useless, unnecessary casualties. And now my two artillery dudes are on the way. Maybe I'll send one more? I don't know. I don't think so. I think I'm gonna leave the one. I think I'm gonna leave him there. Yeah. Alright. Oh, I forgot to bombard the place. Well, now let's begin. As you can see, they have a far range, those in the house. They can even reach our soldiers behind the forest. Well, these two infantry guys, they're not going to the right place right now, but I didn't want to have them go around the mountains, so now I'm going to give them a new order so that they pass through down here, because otherwise they would be shot by the right flank of the British, and I don't want that. I wanted to get here unnoticed and untroubled. Alright. Well, how does this look? It's fine. They're starting to get some damage. Let's get fast. Starting to get impatient. But I won't let that cloud my decisions, of course. We're gonna have as little casualties as possible. And I promise you, while they'll have thousands of casualties, we'll suffer a few hundred. But we're not gonna get into the thousands, definitely not. Alright, the Prussians are here. Now I'm gonna have to prepare my line and my cavalry And they're gonna be surprised. They're gonna be surprised because they expected to get here unnoticed. Unfortunately, I know where they come from, and I'm gonna destroy their general as fast as possible and the first line of infantry. Oh, these are musketeers, so no problem. No problem at all. They're gonna get destroyed. Let me send my cavalry. Look at that. Wow. Now their morale will go down, as you see. In a minute, yeah. They're done for. They're destroyed. Alright. Let's move them up. Thinking about getting the cavalry out, but I think they're doing a very good job here. Yeah, destroying all of them. Now taking a lot of casualties. There's the artillery. I want to destroy that artillery as soon as possible, because if the British get it, that will be a problem, because they already have enough artillery power to destroy our infantry if it would be stationed there. That's why I pulled them back early. Alright, oh no, okay. I don't care what's going on. Alright, so just get rid of that infantry fast. It's him. Blücher is here. Alright, I'm just gonna destroy the artillery as intended. Oh, sorry. Alright, now we're gonna destroy this artillery. And these guys are not doing anything, so we can go. Alright, let's destroy Blücher. Let's get if we can get a sight of him, because he dies so fast in the battle. An old man. Oh. Did you see that? Blücher is gone. Alright, that means the Prussian army is done for. They are destroyed. Now the artillery is gonna get destroyed and, well, they're smoked. We essentially won the entire battle because the Prussians were the ones turning the tide. So now we can destroy the British without any single problem. And we're gonna use this right flank to get to them. Alright, once the cavalry is done fighting here, we can send them up to the mountain and ambush the British from the right. From their left, actually. Alright, the entire Prussian army, except for 2 infantry divisions, which will probably attack us, is destroyed. I believe these infantry divisions will go down the mountain and make a desperate last attack against the French army, against the Old Guard, and, well, they're gonna get smoked as well. They are without the general, they're dead. They're actually dead. If I would be Wellington, I would try to keep these Prussians behind the lines and defend my artillery, defend these dudes, but they are stupid and they're not gonna defend it, even if the difficulty is very hard. Well, who knows? Maybe oh, good, 35%. Yeah, all right. What's this horse? Damn. My chevaux légers have capitulated. Not capitulated, but they have routed. Alright, so now I'm gonna get these up there and prepare them for the offensive. Alright. Dude, these even have artillery? They don't. It is a bit cynical to use them as artillery meat, but, well, it's for the sake of the Old Guard and for the Emperor, so it's a sacrifice they're willing to take. Here we have him, the victor of the day, Napoleon himself. Alright, let's see what Ney is doing. He is following the orders. I hope his cavalry won't take too much casualties. And you know, one risk of using cavalry here, because a beginner's mistake is to send cavalry against infantry. The infantry has a deadly formation, the square formation, which destroys cavalry in a second. It destroys them, it smokes them in a second. So that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna send the infantry to the front, and I'm gonna provoke the British cavalry to attack me, and I'm gonna use the square formation to smoke them like these Prussians here. They're gonna destroy them. Look at this. They have taken already 1,000 casualties, and well, we didn't take over 100, I believe. We still have most of our troops. Apart from the chevaulegers, which, well, a necessary sacrifice. Now Wellington is gonna have his Waterloo. Oh, as I told you, the Prussians are starting to make a very fast offensive over here. Very brave of them to attack without their commander. I suppose they want to go down in glory. Alright, so I'm gonna use the cavalry, don't worry, but I'm gonna find a better moment for that. These Prussians here, just maddening. I think I'm gonna get these dudes which aren't even equipped with any artillery and get them back here. And these ones, well, what can I do? Nothing. I can get them to destroy the Prussians maybe. Alright, well, I'm gonna meet the Prussians on half the way, and just, well, now you're gonna look, now you're gonna see what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna provoke these these snarky British cavalry to attack me. You know, they're really nosy and arrogant. They believe they can defeat anyone. But they're gonna see that they're gonna suffer pretty bloody defeat. They're gonna get destroyed in below a minute. In less of a minute, all of this cavalry will be dead. Almost all of it. The rest will rot, probably. They're gonna get to their senses and back to planet Earth. And they're gonna realize that Napoleon is the only emperor here. Their empire doesn't even have an emperor. So, they're gonna have to accept the... Here we go. Alright, square formation and destroy them. Bam! Look at that. A real bloodbath. In these squares we can also see how much of our soldiers are left. As you can see, the other army is far bigger than this one. Well, we destroyed the cavalry and didn't take almost any casualties. Imagine that. If I wouldn't have made the square formation, we would have probably lost this infantry, because the cavalry is pretty strong, especially against line formations such as these which the Prussians are using. Now they're gonna get destroyed by our infantry. They have nothing to lose, but nonetheless they'll have their primitive life instincts make them rout. And they're gone. I think I'm gonna pull these back. They're just taking artillery damage, so I think I'm gonna get rid of them. Let's get rid of them. So let's get them back. That guy too. We don't want to put we don't want to put our soldiers into unnecessary risk. Alright, the British infantry is trying to get revenge for their fallen comrades, but they're gonna meet the same fate. In order to rout them as fast as possible, I'm gonna get these here to attack their flank. Oh, look at this artillery. It invites us to destroy them. Do I have something? Alright. Alright, so let's destroy them with a cavalry. And once they're gonna get smoked entirely, I think. Or actually, I don't think the cavalry will even get to them before they just rout.
Watch yourselves!
Alright. It did. But they routed the first cavalry line. They knew they stood no chance. So now let's destroy this evil piece of artillery here, which has cost a lot of lives of our soldiers. Let's get rid of these. Should I use the cavalry? Nah, it's too risky. Because there's infantry nearby, and I don't want to get my cavalry destroyed by some stupid maneuver, which can be just easily done, just a bit slower by normal infantry. So now they're just gonna get destroyed by bullets. As you can see, there's some sort of fire coming to our soldiers, and it's from the little house down there occupied by the Dutch. We can't do anything about them. Trying to take it is just an unnecessary loss of soldiers. So I'm not gonna care about these Dutch people down there. I'm not gonna care about the Dutch infantry because we cannot do anything about it. But the artillery is gone. Alright, so our next victim will be this rather stupid infantry. Unused, but well, actually, if they would use it well, they could save their general right now, but they won't. There's nothing they can do. Yeah, really, there's nothing they can do. And there's nothing Wellington can do right now to stop this battle from ending the way it will end. Alright, so they have taken some stupid position here. I have no idea why they've done that. Are they afraid of cavalry from the other side or something? Or actually, it actually makes it impossible for me to attack with cavalry, but I can still use my cavalry against these posh knights here. And I can finally destroy Wellington. Once Wellington is dead, the British army will be just like the Prussian one. They'll go crazy and attack all our positions. And we're gonna destroy them. We're gonna prepare for that. Not right now, because right now they still have artillery power. We don't want to get smoked like this little unit here, which is our young guard. We don't want to, no, old guard. We don't want to get them we don't want to get them smoked. Alright, so Wellington is now engaging in battle. He has signed his own death sentence along with his little attack. I wonder why they I was wondering why they pulled back their cavalry instead of saving their general, but it's too late. Alright, the infantry over here is already cooked. Oh, and Wellington is dead. Wellington's resting in peace. Unlike his soldiers, which have anything but peace. But there will be peace. There will be. Alright, now I expect them to start attacking our positions, but there's no offensive as of right now. Maybe they haven't learned yet that their general is, well, gone. What are you doing? Stay.
Garde, préparez-vous à vous battre.
Alright, these are not my cannon. Ah, too bad, okay. They've been routed. And now the attack is coming, which I've said would. Maybe I should use the square formation, or maybe we'll smoke them beforehand. Let's see. Alright, so these British are... they are destroyed. The battle is won. If you get to this point where Wellington is dead, and you've destroyed the Prussians, well, then you win. You've won the battle, and you can just make some nice position, use the artillery you've put there, and put them into this mode, because it just destroys the infantry nearby, because the other ones are like cannonballs which destroy far away buildings or units, and these little balls, well, they destroy, they just destroy entire units in a matter of seconds. Alright, so this artillery here is annoying, but I'm gonna watch out not to go through this trap, because this will cost the life of a lot of cavalrysts. So instead I'm gonna attack from behind. Alright, so now let's destroy these Dutch infantrymen here before they get to do damage in our front lines. Well, look at that. My orders have been fulfilled. Marshal Ney's counterattack has been successful. Now let's send them here. Alright, so what is happening here? Alright, Marshal Ney is coming, counterattacking these little British units. Here we go. I wish the attack would have had more of an impact, but it's good. It's fine. These are the last 3 units, I believe. This really invites me. Okay, 4 units, but now this one's routed. Alright, so let's send them forward in our last epic march towards victory, and Napoleon as well. I was worried about losing him, but we won. Well, this was a nice scenario. I'm glad to have showed you this, and
A great
won.
victory. What man dare deny that this is a triumph of arms unmatched in our people's history?
Indeed, Your Majesty. We have destroyed them, and, well, I'm gonna save this just in case. A very nice victory. Decisive. Look at that. Look at these statistics. We have killed 1,300 enemies, and they have barely killed, I don't know, 500? So we've killed twice as much as they did.
Waterloo. By nightfall, the only English men on the field were dead, dying, or captive. France was safe. The Emperor was triumphant. This was his greatest victory. I do not think France will see his like again. I pray that it is never necessary. Glory like that can only be survived once. Some men live and die in the shade of their olive trees. Some men change the world.
C'est là mon vrai titre de gloire. Celui qui vivra éternellement.